These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready? Right there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Got it. Ready?
2nd down and 6 now.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
79 Broncos. Tempo.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Colt defense. coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the Pats.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
This is 2nd and 8. Pierce now up the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Left side, he finds Pierce. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On second down, here's Hull. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Colts! Jason Kabinda, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. 21-0 our score after 1. Gay now set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Go.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey, Crash. Ready.
Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Come on.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready.
Stroud. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Taylor. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Riggs! Stop low, 18! Ready.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's 2nd down.
Stroud looking to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change with that scoreboard.
Okay,
Still
ready?
in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Go.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And a short gain down to about the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 38 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll accept that penalty. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Hey, check that. Street.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Street.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2.
Go, Reed. Go.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't